Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Star, and this is April's monthly forecast for Pisces. Dear Pisces, April 2026 is by every measure a laboratory of value and material reality, a month that tests how you manage your resources, how clearly you see your financial world, and how deeply you truly value yourself. The strongest astrological pressure is concentrated in your second house, the area of your chart linked to money, possessions, income, and personal worth. The month begins with a deep financial and emotional turning point as the full moon in Libra on April 2 lights up your 8th house, pushing you to make a final decision involving debt, taxes, inheritance, or shared finances with a partner. But very quickly, attention shifts to Aries, where an extraordinary planetary buildup takes over your personal money sector. As Mars and then Mercury move into this area and align with your ruling planet Neptune and stern Saturn, you come under intense pressure to restructure your income streams and fully wake up from any financial illusions. At the same time, Jupiter in your 5th house of pleasure, risk, and creativity forms tense angles to the Aries activity, suggesting that your desire for enjoyment, speculation, or emotional indulgence may clash hard with your actual financial reality. This month tests your discipline. By the end of the month, the biggest development arrives. Uranus moves into your 4th house, launching a long cycle of radical change in your family life, home base, and place of residence. Professionally, this is one of the most decisive and financially high-stakes months of your entire 2026. The new moon in Aries on April 17 opens a major door for launching a completely new source of income, asking for a raise, or beginning an independent line of work. But the path is full of illusion traps. Between April 13 and 17, as Mars and Mercury align with Neptune, you need to be extremely careful about financial scams, wasting money on fantasies, or signing agreements that promise quick wealth but have no real substance behind them. Do not trust glittering promises. The real challenge lands on April 20 and 21, when Mars and Mercury join Saturn. This is where fantasy loses its mask, and you come face to face with the hard truth of your accounts, expenses, and obligations. You will be required to cut back, act with strict discipline, and pay what you owe. Any reckless financial move can bring immediate loss. Once the Sun enters Taurus on April 20, your house of communication, sales, and negotiation becomes more active, helping you push conversations, transactions, and practical deals forward. On April 24, the Venus-Uranus conjunction may bring a stunning financial or professional surprise through a message, call, offer, or quick exchange. But on April 26th, the Mercury-Jupiter square warns you not to overprice your services or exaggerate what you can deliver. Emotionally, the month begins with a strong warning around secrecy, distrust, and destructive emotional undercurrents. The full moon in Libra on April 2 shines a light on your deepest fears within partnership, and you may decide to walk away from a relationship built on emotional or financial exploitation. On April 4, the Venus-Pluto square, with Venus in your communication sector and Pluto influencing your hidden emotional world, can stir intense control struggles, buried suspicion, or the revelation of a secret that leads to a sharp confrontation with a partner or someone close to you. Be careful with your words. Some damage cannot be easily undone once it is spoken. With such heavy financial pressure building all month, your biggest emotional challenge is separating money anxiety from your romantic life. Jupiter in your house of love still wants joy, passion, and emotional openness, but financial stress can easily smother it if you let it control your mood. Once April 24 arrives, everything begins to shift, as Venus and then revolutionary Uranus move into Gemini, activating your 4th house of home, family, and emotional foundations. Prepare for a major shakeup in your personal life. A 7-year cycle begins that changes your whole definition of security. You may suddenly decide to move in with a partner, dramatically change your living situation, or break away from old family traditions so you can build a home and emotional base that matches your independence and evolving identity. April forces you to get brutally honest about money, self-worth, and what security actually means. Your income, spending habits, debts, and personal standards are all under review, and fantasy will cost you more than usual. This is not the month to drift, hope, or improvise blindly. It is the month to calculate, restructure, and grow up financially. At the same time, your emotional foundations are beginning a much bigger transformation. What starts as a money reckoning ends as a redefinition of home, family, and inner stability. Protect your resources, tighten your standards, build a life that can actually hold you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest predictions.